1. Hey guys, welcome to Chris Mack. For today's video, I have the 2023 BMW 740i. Yes, I know, it looks like Predator up front, but in this video we will find out how it competes against the Mercedes S-Class in the luxury department. As always, please be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn notifications. Let's get into this video and find out my final verdict. Looking at the outside of the 2023 BMW 7 Series, this is your key fob right here. And just like my X1 video, you do get the newer key fob design with unlock, trunk release, panic button, as well as the remote start function if you hold that 3 times, and a lock button right there. Do love the new key fob design. But looking at the design of the new 7 Series, you can't see, this is dressed in a carbon black exterior color. This is a 740, which does come in rear-wheel drive with the inline 6. You also have a 760, which does come with all-wheel drive and has over 500 plus horsepower with a V8, as well as a i7 electric version. But this one right here is the base model. This is the 740, and as equipped with options, this is about $105,000. You can't see up front, you do have the very polarizing design. Definitely kind of reminds you like Predator looking at it from the front. So you have the daytime running lights up front. Now this one does also have the executive package, so you can see the crystals right there in the lighting. So look pretty cool with LED turn signals. And then you do have your regular running lights for nighttime down there at the bottom. So that's your daytime up top. Low and high beams are down there. Do have air vents right there you can't see for cooling the brakes, which is pretty cool. M Sport package does come standard on the new 7 Series. This one also does have the shadow package. So you see right there it's beeping at me because I have the key fob still on me. But looking at the wheels, you do have 21-inch M 5-spoke wheels. These are $1,300. Does come with 255s up front with 285s in the rear. We go ahead and throw that key in. You do have keyless entry for all 4 door handles, and it is powered, of course. So if you open the door, it'll open all the way. Let me see if I can show you one more feature of the door feature. So when you hit the button for all 4 doors, it will close automatically as well, just like in the Genesis G90. But powerful in the mirrors, blind spot assist with 360 camera, all that is standard. You do have a full panoramic glass roof up top, so we'll show you guys. And keyless entry for all 4 door handles. Coming around to the rear, you can see I do like the triangle design, just like in the X1 video. The triangle design in the rear of the taillights with BMW right there. Coming around to the rear, you can see you do have a dual exhaust setup. Now it is hidden down below, giving it more of a cleaner appearance. You do have, of course, the M Sport rear bumper, as well as a LED reverse light down there with full LED tail lights and 740 badging right there. The trunk is powered. You will get 19 cubic feet of space. You have a little pass-through right there. Storage on this side. And this is how you access some more storage, as well as first aid kit right there. Of course, have carpeted floor mats and so on. Tailgate is, of course, powered. You can lock the doors, close the tailgate, or you can just close the tailgate like so. But let me show you guys under the hood of the 740. Oh, look, there's a i8 Roadster over there. Sweet. Let me show you guys under the hood of the 7 Series. They actually did change the hood release, so it's more like a Mercedes design, so it's like hidden under there. Can't feel the door motor when you do close the door, but let's pop the hood. Now under the hood of the 740, you will find the B58 connected with a mild hybrid system, 3-liter straight 6, produces 375 horses, 398 pound-foot of torque. You will get 25 in the city, 31 on the highway, and 27 combined. Vehicle weight is about 4,700 pounds. It does go through an 8-speed automatic transmission. The car is very silent, even at idling speed right now. You can barely hear it. But let me show you guys the interior of the 7 Series. Yeah, when the vehicle is locked, you can hit that button and it will automatically open for you. But hopping on in, I have the seat set for my frame a little bit further back, but I have literally about 7 inches of legroom. As far as headroom goes, I have about 2.5 inches of headroom, so that's pretty nice. You can't see right there, I do like the back seats of the design. Now this is a Tartufo interior color. It's kind of like a brown, but looking right here, you do have some storage USB-C port right there. Do like how it's hidden and integrated into the seat backs. Some storage down there, and look at this wood trim behind the seats. This looks so nice. It is a open port design. Of course, you do have charging on this side, and you got your sun blinds and so on. Oh wait, you know what? Yeah, there we go. That's the right way to do it. So you got your window controls right there with your unlock doors, and then that's how you open the door right there. You do have a manual release right there in case of emergency. All the materials back here are nice and soft touch with wood trim. Center console. This is crazy right here. Even the center console is perforated leather. Whew. The amount of detail they actually put into this interior, bueno. You have LED illumination up top. It is touch sensitive. Some storage right here if you want to put your phone. And your cup holders are nicely integrated right here. So it actually extends out, which is just genius. So you push that and the cup holders extend out. You got some storage right here with some illumination. Here's a quick look to the front cabin. Now speaking of amenities back here, of course you do get 2 little tablets on each side right there. So I can basically control the climate. It is a 4-zone climate control. You got your display controls for brightness, telephone. You got my modes right there, so you can customize basically how the ambiance is in the back seats. So relax, you'll see it'll close up the panoramic glass roof. And if we go for like expressive, it'll open it back up. And you also have digital art as well as a personalized. You see right there, even changes like the ambient lighting, so you can see a little LED strip around the vehicle up front. It looks pretty cool, but you can go back right there. You of course control the blinds in the rear, so you can open the. Yeah. See how much light this really adds in. And that rear one is just so dark that once you put that up. Or you can also open up all and close all at the same time. Of course, have your lighting right there, so you can turn on the lighting right up top. If you want like reading lights on, you can change the ambience of it as far as the brightness goes. And then basically your climate controls right there. You can control where the air is pointing at as well as the temperature, and you of course do have heated seats back here. You can have high, medium, or low. And it is 3-staged. But let me show you guys the driver's seat of the 740 where all the action happens. Oh, you know what? I did it wrong. Yeah, now we're talking. So let me show you guys the driver's seat of the 740. Thank you very much, sir. And you just hit the little sensor thing right there and it'll close back. But yeah, thank you, sir. So you can see right there on the door, you of course do have lovely materials with the glass controls. And this thing just looks so nice. You see the sun hitting it right now. It does have stitching. This barrel work sound system is like so nice. It's like an art piece right there. You of course do have your 2-person memory with your seat controls, as I will show you guys when you hop into the interior. Lock, unlock with your automatic doors. And of course you do have the power door as well as the tailgate or trunk release right there. Power tilt telescoping steering wheel, and you basically push for the heated function. You have your light controls on this side as well as the automatic door hold or close function. But hopping on in, you can't see right there I do have the seatbelt because it will actually turn off if you leave the seatbelt unlocked and get out the vehicle. But I'm hopping into the interior. So hopping into the interior, you can't see over here on this side is your vent controls right there. You'll of course have your lighting controls right there. You hit that button right here in the infotainment. It will pull up your light controls for low, high beams. You can basically bypass all the settings. And if I hit it again, you also do have your additional settings for automatic high beams, the lighting at nighttime, and so on. You can also turn it off right there. Over here on the doors, I'm gonna show you guys the seat controls right there. So you do have your driver's seat controls right here, as well as the passenger seat controls. So you have your massage function right there, which you can turn up with 3 levels, massage speed, and basically type of massage. You can also control the passenger display right there as far as the passenger massage. So they also have a button right there to turn on the massage function, just like on the driver's side. So it'll be that button. And you can also control the passenger massage as well. But looking at the new iDrive 8 display, you can see up front you do have the full digital single screen glass displays right here, and up front in front of the driver it is in a personalized, so basically comfort mode setting. You of course see the 3-spoke steering wheel with your paddle shifters. Just like in the X1, you have a boost button which will get down to the lowest gear possible when you need to accelerate. Light controls as well as wiper controls on that side. Over here is your adaptive cruise control settings, which you will try out on the road. And then over here on this side, it's how you control the cluster right here. So basically you hit that button, you can change the content. So you got navigation, you got augmented reality, lane keeping assist, information, fueling, or you can leave it like a clear screen like this for minimalistic design. You of course have a G-force meter as well as radio settings right there. Then you of course go over the layout. You can customize the layout. You can have it in a sport design, or you can have like the kind of more comfort oriented design or the eco design. Over here you do have a head-up display. Let me show you guys that. There you go. So you can see up top, you do have a clear, crisp head-up display. So you have your speed as well as the speed limit in the area. You can customize it, so that's your standard view. And then you have a more advanced view. You can see your radio controls right there. So you can toggle through different radio, your Sirius XM radio. You got navigation, lane keeping assist information right there. And of course, you can put up your sport view right there with the tachometer settings right there to tell you when to shift. And then you have a reduced minimalistic view. So many details and more like in-depth settings that you can really do with this head-up display. It is pretty cool. But let me show you guys the iDrive 8 infotainment display. And go back to home. So you can see right here, this is your main screen. Of course, have navigation, so we will try that out. You can see navigation is very easily used. There's already starting guidance. And I do like the map quality though, it is pretty nice. You got your radio functions right here. AM, FM, Sirius XM radio, rewinding. Does go through a Barrel Wilkins sound system, which we'll try when we do CarPlay. But you got your phone connections right there. It is of course wireless CarPlay connectivity. Personal assistant right there, so you talk to it and it'll do your various different functions. Weather, traffic conditions. You of course have my BMW. See right there, I put my foot on the brake. It'll actually show you like the little diagram right there. So you got your content settings, and then vehicle settings right there. So you can control basically the mobile device functions. You have my modes right there. So you got the personal, sport, efficient, expressive, relax, and a digital art mode. You have seat comfort right there for massage, live vehicle feed right there. System settings right there. Do love the back button. If you make a mistake, you can go back. Of course, have interior lighting. So you do have ambient lighting, of course, which you can't customize. I do like how it actually does go across with the glass displays. That is pretty cool. So let me see if I can change it for you guys. You see right here, the whole glass panel just really changes, which is pretty cool. There you go. Let me close up the shade so you can really see it. So you see you have the whole panel right there. We go back into the settings, interior lighting. So I'm going to go back into ambient lighting, and I'll change the color. But when you do actually have the modes like going, it'll actually kind of lock you out of the ambient lighting settings. So let me see if I can go back. Boop, boop, boop. So you can see right there, So you got the blue setting right there. This looks so cool. And now let's go flamingo. And the whole panel all the way across the whole dashboard, you see that it changes. It's pretty cool. It's like a crystal light show at nighttime. Let's leave it on blue. Yeah, that blue looks nice. Blue and purple, definitely your top ones. But going back into the apps, you can see right here, you do have your built-in owner's manual, climate controls with your display settings right there. You can customize the cockpit as well as head-up display and instrument cluster. Door controls, driving settings right there. Going back to driving settings, let me show you guys the driver assistance right there for all your different driver assistance, which does come standard. Chassis controls right there. Exterior lighting, vehicle status, and so on. Route preview right there. You of course do have your radio settings. I'll show you guys phone. All your shortcut buttons are right here on this side. You also do have Apple CarPlay, which is wireless of course. So I will try that out now. And it is of course wireless, so when it does connect, there we go. So let's turn up the radio and try out the Bauer Wilkins sound system, see how good it is.
I ain't even playing, got a really bad habit. If it moves, gotta grab it. Fuse like a magnet. Lose, won't have it till I'm doomed in a casket. I ain't playing, got a weird mind.
As you can see, the Bauer Wilkins sound system is phenomenal. You can't see, of course, it will actually pull it up in the driver's cluster right there. So keep your eyes in line of sight when you are driving, of course. Just like to show you guys before you can customize that. So I'll just leave it in like navigation setting. But yep, the infotainment is very easy to use. The new iDrive 8. And over here you do have your climate controls at the bottom, and you definitely do get a little bit more like overloaded with the amount of customizations and stuff. So you got your cool seats, heated steering wheel, climate controls. It really does hit you though when you do go to the setting for the very first time in your climates, which I mean, you will be interacting with this on a pretty daily basis, but definitely takes a little bit of getting used to. Of course, have automatic settings right there, and so on. You of course have your zones, as well as your shortcut climate menu button right there, as well as your different shortcuts up top. So you can customize for your shortcuts, as well as a screen off button right there. You can see this glass panel right here with the ambient lighting. You of course have your defrost settings and your other pages. That's your glove box control, right? Glove box on that side with your window defrost and hazard button in the middle. Ooh, it actually turns red. Nice. Yeah, when the hazard's on, it actually turns red. Wow. Vent controls right here. You of course do have a wireless charging pad with 2 cup holders, which are pretty good size. I do love the individual covers for it. Oh, that's nice. Of course, have your push button start. This is your gear shifter. Push up for reverse. You of course have the different views right there. You get a panoramic view. Your parking assist. Of course, turn on your automatic front camera with your side functions right there. You can go to more. You can also do a 3D view, so you can basically pinch around the vehicle for your different views. So much technology, it really does go in depth. Of course, have all the way down for drive, and it's on sport. And then you push the parking brake to put it in park. You have your auto hold function right here. And looking at these glass controls, which are just so high quality, you of course have your home button to control the infotainment, media controls, telephone, as well as a shortcut navigation button. You'd also have your back button right there. Push down, you can also click side to side and scroll back and forth to get it to work. I do love the volume button right there with this glass controllers. It's so high quality and nice with track forward and back. You of course have my modes right there. Just like control the drive modes, like I showed you guys before: personal, sport, efficient, expressive, relax, and digital art mode. And you do have a shortcut button for the 360 camera right there. Hitting that right there is your driving settings, so you can basically customize like the chassis and so on, as well as your driver assistance technology. Do like that it does have a shortcut button. And then right there, you can see right there, that is your air suspension, so you can see the vehicle will be raising up. You see ground clearance, vehicle will be adjusted to normal level, and then you also do have a higher level as well. Some more storage right here. I mean, look at the perforated leather on the center console right here. This is crazy. So you do have illumination with 2 USB-C ports, as well as a 12-volt right there. I mean, the wood trim and the materials and the feeling of the interior. Wow, this is nice though. I have to say, this interior definitely kind of does one up the Mercedes. But you do have your auto-dimming rear view mirror right there, and you do have a panoramic roof up top. Probably got to change the modes. It's probably one gripe I do have so far, is that you kind of rely on the modes to actually get the whole ambiance of the car to change. So you can see right there, opening up the panoramic sunroof. Of course, you do have the ambient lighting right there at nighttime. So you got shade controls. But yeah, so now it's one fixed piece of glass and it doesn't open up. So that is one thing that you will probably miss out with the previous generation. Of course, have your SOS telematic button right there. Light controls right there, so you can turn on the reading lights. And of course, you do have your lighting functions for the cabin and so on. But let's go ahead and take the 740 for a quick drive and see how she does, shall we? But let's go. Also too, I'm gonna hit the back massage. You know, this is a luxury sedan. Yeah, level 3, I wanted to groove in my back. Pretty good speed. Yeah, there we go. So setting off in the 7 Series, you can see the car is very smooth and quiet. Just setting right off. And the suspension, you can really feel it just walks around the road. But speaking of visibility out the front, rear, and sides, I can't say that it is very good. Now, you can't see the sunblind is up. And you really can't see nothing behind you with that sunblind up. So you hit the sunblind button right there. You can adjust the sunblinds. Yeah, open rear blind. There we go. Really lets in a lot more light. It's crazy how the sunblinds really like darken up the interiors. Can of course put on your side ones as well. So you can open and close both sides. Just pretty cool. But setting off in the 740. I do like too though, when you are in personalized, which is basically comfort, you get like a power reserve. So basically like what they do with their Rolls Royces, where it'll show you like how much power you're actually using. But with Rolls Royce's power reserve, this is just like the maximum amount of power. But driving around, I can't say that the 740 is very smooth, quiet, and refined. Right now I'm getting a back massage. I do love the ambient lighting, the way they have it, like with the crystal lighting right here. Thank you, truck, for blocking. But you can't see the blue view right here, which is of course customizable and just adds so much more depth to the interior. Of course, you have the B58, which is by far one of the greatest engines to use in any application in the BMW lineup. You also do have the speed limit assist right there in the head-up display, so you can of course adjust the head-up display. So you got the M Sport or Sport view, and I of course put up like my driver assistance technology right there, as well as directions and so on. But I definitely like the Sport view a little bit better. It's probably my favorite design. Not today, yellow light. You can see it also does beep when you are going a little bit over the speed limit, so actually let you know. You can adjust that. See right there, it's actually charging the battery up. The mild hybrid system. Even driving around smoothly around town, I could say that this car is just very smooth. You really can't feel like the gear shifts, and the engine is definitely in the background. You can hear just a little bit of the engine, but other than that, it's fine. And around town driving, you can feel, of course, I did drive the Mercedes S-Class in June, and I have to say that actually does feel a little bit more like nimbler. You can really feel it though. It has a little bit more like a, I would say, sportier edge, but it's more like responsive in the steering. You can feel a little bit more with the ride. You, of course, do have a driver assistance button right there, so you can have your shortcut button right there, which is pretty good. Have your full suite of driver assistance technology. So you have your speed limit, so it'll tell you in the area, and so you can turn that off. And you can turn it on right there in your display. But it does come with that little beeping sound that you guys was probably hearing, so I'm just going to turn it off for the time being. And it does also have auto start stop, so you can see right there the engine fired right back up the moment I let off the accelerator. But we are about to hit the highway and see how the 740 does at highway pace. Do love the massaging. This is nice. And getting onto the X-Ram, you can see actually drivability actually isn't too bad for such a big vehicle. But I do want to change the mod modes. I'm just going to sport for a minute. Whew. Yeah, this thing hauls. See right there, of course, you have the blind spot assist. How is the driver assistance? So let's go ahead and try that out. You see right there, it does also have steering assist as well. Does work pretty good. You also do have lane keeping assist right there. And highway speed is very quiet. You can adjust the speed right there and change the mode settings. So right now, assistant driving is on. Lane keeping assist is good. It will actually stay in the lanes. The car is very quiet though at highway speeds, and you really can't hear it much. My Tesla is cruising. But yeah, the adaptive cruise control works very good. You see, I actually left it on for a minute. This is probably one of the longest times I actually use the adaptive cruise, but keeps you in the lane very well. Does have a good lane keeping assist. I saw on YouTube when someone was doing a video on it. You actually like, when it turned green right there, it actually like moved across the lanes, which is pretty cool. It's crazy how this vehicle soaks up bumps. We just went over a crazy manhole cover right there, and it just really went across it very smoothly. All right, back into driving mode. I just want to see how some of this passing power is. You see right there, it does have lane departure, so it's letting you know. Whew. Yeah, it's pretty good power though. You can really feel it. And it does also have a manual mode as well. But what I think I am really more impressed with is the quietness and refinement in the cabin at highway speeds. The way it just soaks up the bumps really is definitely a luxury car in that department. We weren't even in sport mode. You also do get the shift lights right up top. Now with the sport mode, of course, does deactivate the traction, so it's in sport traction. And that handling though on the corner. Woo! Yeah, I think the S-Class would really wish to actually go around the corner. Like, oh my goodness, look at that ambient lighting. We went on the tunnel. That was nice. But yeah, the S-Class would wish you could go around the corner with that level of handling. I mean, I almost feel like I'm driving the 3 Series, just a stretched out 3 Series. It's crazy. So I'll be back in a second to talk about my final verdict and what I think about the 740 in a second. Yeah, we're going to activate Sport. See, auto start goes off by default. I want to see a U-turn. Let's see how it is at 212 inches long. I done made it. Woo! That B58 just shoots off the shifts. Let's try boost mode. Woo! It'll just get down to the lowest gear possible and it'll just take off like a missile. I have to tell you guys, this B58 straight 6 sounds phenomenal in sport mode. Of course, you do have your different settings right there. When it is in the sport mode, you got steering. Of course, you do have the bolsters, and then you got all the settings right there. Now, overall, what I think about the new 7 Series, now, I have to say that, oh my goodness, Mercedes, you definitely have some competition knocking at your doorstep, literally, because this thing is phenomenal. I like the way they actually laid out the interior. I prefer this actually better than the newer Mercedes where they just have like the iPad right here. I do like the sweeping design right there, which is pretty nice. And also too, the driver assistance technology is very interactive, easy to use, and works very good. And you got the lighting right there with the crystals. You can really tell BMW took their time designing this generation of 7 Series, and I can say I'm definitely not disappointed with that. Now, once we get up here, we will try a quick acceleration, and BMW does say about 5 seconds to the 60. So we will try that out once we turn. And you can see also right here too, you do get like the kind of M lights right there, so you get like the blue and the red. Just looks so cool. So you got me sport transmission, and then I'm just having this max sport mode. Yeah, sport mode, you can really tell just the transmission tuning, the shifting is just alive. It's crazy. Go from comfort mode to smooth, refined to this, which is sporty and aggressive. But let's pop another U-turn right here, and we will try the acceleration. I could say though, turning actually is pretty good for a vehicle of this size. The turning confidence that I do have is just crazy. Let me turn the massage off. Think I pampered myself enough for the day. Doing try a quick acceleration. Brake gas. Whew. So this one is rear wheel drive, and you can't tell that you do also get a little bit, like you can feel the rear end wanting to kick out a little bit. But yeah, this thing is insane. And that 8-speed just kicks down. This definitely does have plenty of power for most people. Now, the 760 with, of course, 500 and something horsepower is definitely more than you need on a daily basis. But this right here combines a good amount of miles per gallon. So this gets 27 combined. And I could say it definitely is bang on right with MPG. And you also do get plenty of pull. Just under 400 horsepower with this. And most of the tech actually does come standard, which is pretty nice. Ooh, yeah. Ooh. Alright, yeah, you can really feel this. This just takes off. But let me go back into comfort. Or personalized. One thing 2.2 with the glass roof, it does go the opposite direction, which is kind of weird. So it's like forward. It's funny because I'm used to pushing it back that way, so something a little bit different. But yep, that's going to wrap up my video on the 740. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, turn notifications, and we are back. And like I stated before, I have no really complaints with these 7 Series. Now, granted, the styling is definitely polarizing. It's definitely not for everybody. And like I said before, it does look like Predator. But if you are looking for luxury, this definitely achieves that. It ticks the box as far as luxury goes. And it actually does add more of a sportier edge versus the Mercedes-Benz S-Class as far as that goes. And let me see if I can get you guys a quick automatic parking. So right now I'm searching for a spot. There we go. Find a spot. Release the brake. So it's picked up a spot. So it's taking over the control of the vehicle and it's adjusting. See what we get right here between this X3 and of course my Veloster. And we're good. So that's going to wrap up my video. As always, please should like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn notifications. This is Chris signing out, and I'll see you guys next one.